Every year, we stand at the precipice of something new. The calendar turns, and we promise ourselves, this will be the year. The year we break free from the habits that have long shackled us. The year we become the version of ourselves we've always dreamed of. We set grand goals, envision victories that will elevate us to new heights, and make bold plans in the quiet reflection of winter's embrace. The excitement of a new beginning, fresh, untouched, brimming with possibility, fuels us. There is an unmistakable spark of hope, like an untamed star in the vast uncharted sky, burning brightly within us. This, we think, is it. This is the moment when everything changes. And yet, within a few short weeks, the fire fades. The resolve starts to crumble. Reality, cold, unyielding, and persistent, sets in. Our daily lives, with their unspoken demands and habitual distractions, weigh heavily upon us. By the time spring arrives, the bold plans we made in the warmth of winter are buried under the accumulated clutter of daily existence. This cycle is as old as time itself. The struggles of human beings are woven into the very fabric of our history. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who lived nearly 2 millennia ago, understood this all too well when he asked, "How much longer will you wait to demand the best from yourself? How many years will pass before you embrace the path to transformation?" In his time, the struggle was no different. It was not the tools or the technology that led to failure, but rather the inability to cultivate the right mindset, an unwavering determination to choose action over inaction, discipline over distraction. The path of growth is never easy. It is not guaranteed, but it is the path that, if we dare to take it, can lead us toward becoming the very best versions of ourselves. The truth is, we don't need another empty resolution or another fleeting burst of inspiration. What we need, what we've always needed, is a system, a framework, a guide that will not falter when motivation wanes or the storms of life batter against us. We need a structure, something that will keep us grounded through the darkest of times, and a discipline that will ensure we continue moving forward, even when every part of us wants to stop. The holidays, a season of both joy and chaos, are upon us. This time of year is marked by endless distractions, the rush of buying gifts, the pressure of meeting expectations, the cacophony of noise that seems to fill every space. It is easy to become lost in the swirl of it all, to allow ourselves to be swept away in the current of obligations, parties, and festivities. But what if, instead of surrendering ourselves completely to the chaos, we could pause, even for just a moment, and find the clarity amidst the noise? What if we could tap into a deeper wisdom that has existed for thousands of years? A wisdom that transcends the fleeting pleasures and distractions of the holiday season. There is a timeless practice that can help us navigate through this chaos, a practice that allows us to cultivate stillness in the face of distraction, focus in the face of overwhelm, and strength in the face of adversity. This practice is Stoicism, the ancient philosophy of resilience, self-discipline, and inner tranquility. And it is precisely during this tumultuous holiday season that we need Stoicism the most. The Stoics were not immune to life's challenges. In fact, they thrived because they learned how to face those challenges head-on. They understood that life, by its very nature, is filled with hardship and unpredictability, and yet they still managed to live with purpose, clarity, and peace. This is the invitation to not wait for the perfect moment after the holidays, after the new year, but to begin right now, in the middle of the noise. Right now, in the midst of the distractions. We do not need to wait until the calendar changes. We can begin today, and by doing so, we take control of our future. The Stoic philosophers taught us that motivation alone is a fragile foundation. Motivation is fleeting. It is unreliable, often dependent on circumstances or fleeting emotions. True strength lies not in waiting for motivation to strike, but in the ability to create a system, one grounded in discipline, action, and purpose, that can carry us forward even when we do not feel inspired. Take, for instance, the Stoic practice of amor fati, the love of fate. It is the understanding that whatever happens, whether good or bad, is an opportunity to practice virtue. Life does not owe us ease. It owes us the opportunity to grow through adversity. This is the heart of Stoic resilience. By embracing life as it is, not as we wish it to be, we can unlock the power to transform ourselves. Imagine for a moment what it would be like to move through your days with a quiet, unshakable confidence. To wake up each morning knowing exactly what you must do, not based on fleeting whims, but because your actions are grounded in your deeper values. Imagine a life where each challenge is not something to fear, but an opportunity to strengthen your character. This is not a dream. This is the Stoic path. To walk this path requires a daily commitment. Each day is an opportunity to act in accordance with your values, to cultivate the habits that will carry you through adversity. A day spent mindfully is a day spent building your future self. It doesn't matter whether you feel motivated or not. What matters is that you take action. Small, consistent steps will build the foundation for your growth. The power of small, daily habits. We live in a world that constantly pulls us in 1,000 different directions. It can be easy to think that grand gestures or monumental efforts are required to change our lives. Yet, the Stoics understood that it is the small, seemingly insignificant actions that accumulate over time and lead to profound transformation. Take a moment to think about your day. Every decision you make, no matter how small, shapes your future. When you decide to skip a workout, eat something unhealthy, or procrastinate on important tasks, these choices compound over time. Similarly, when you commit to a positive habit, when you make time for reflection, exercise, or meaningful work, you are slowly, almost imperceptibly, transforming yourself. This is the power of daily practice. It is in the smallest actions, the choice to meditate for 5 minutes, the commitment to exercise even when it feels inconvenient, the decision to read and learn something new, that true growth takes place. Each of these small acts, over time, creates a life of purpose and discipline. And so, the question becomes, what daily actions will you commit to today? What are the small habits that will lead you to the person you want to become? The Stoics believed in taking daily inventory of their lives, asking themselves, what did I do today? What did I learn? Where did I fall short? This practice of self-reflection is essential. It keeps us grounded and ensures that we are always moving in the right direction. Transformation is not an overnight process. It is a journey that requires patience, perseverance, and the courage to confront ourselves honestly. There will be days when it feels easier to give up, when the weight of life's distractions seems too heavy to bear. But these moments are precisely when the Stoic virtues of endurance, patience, and clarity are needed most. It is important to remember that transformation is not a final destination, but a continuous process. The Stoics understood this well. They knew that life would always present challenges, and the goal was not to avoid hardship, but to face it with strength and clarity. This is why the Stoics practiced virtue, because it is through virtue that we find meaning in life. Every day spent living in alignment with your principles, every small act of discipline, brings you one step closer to the person you wish to become. It doesn't matter how many times you stumble. What matters is that you keep moving forward. Each day is an opportunity to begin anew. As we stand at the threshold of this season, don't wait for the right moment to begin. The right moment never comes. The key is to start right now, in the midst of everything. The distractions, the chaos, the noise, these are the very circumstances that will test your resolve. Do not wait for the new year, for time waits for no one. The journey of transformation begins today. It begins with the commitment to be better, to live with intention, and to practice stoicism, not just when it's convenient, but in every moment, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. This is your moment to rise above the distractions, to shape your future, and to become the person you know you are capable of being. The world is full of noise, full of distractions, but you have the power to find stillness amidst it all. The question is, are you ready to take the first step? Let me tell on comments.